What's happening, everybody? So today we're in the garage working on the Gladiator trigger warning. This is my 22 Overland that we've done a little bit of work to. Put a 3.5 inch lift on it, 35s or Milestar Patagonias. That's what it is. Milestar Patagonias with some Bilstein shocks and black rhino rims. Makes it look pretty cool, I think. So anyway, what we're doing today is the inner fenders. I bought these Hooke Rd inner fenders, and they've worked out pretty good. The only problem I have is this part here has to tuck up under this part here, and it pushes the grill out a little bit. Not really caring for that. Also, when I first got them, I painted these red. You can see how well that held up. So what we've done is gone through and I've cut out some new acrylic backing plates that are red. So pop these guys out. And then we won't have to worry about paint anymore, because they will be, the backing will look like that. It'll be flat. So it'll make it match. So that's what we're working on. This acrylic stuff, pretty cool, pretty heavy duty. This is 2mm. Works pretty good. So that'll be perfect for a backing plate. Main thing is I just have to make sure my holes line up. So I radiused the corners. I didn't take into account this guy, if you can see that. So I think we can throw some washers behind the nuts. Got some little washers, throw back behind there. That should give us enough to press it on there. Measure twice, cut once. So let's see if we can find some washers that'll work. Maybe. Or we order more acrylic, because that's all the red that I have. Let's see here. Problem is, the nuts that go on these things that hold this in are that big.
Saving grace has never hit the same in. I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah. Yeah. Kinda tired of trying at the same shit. Kinda tired trying to give a fuck. Saving grace has never hit the same in. I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah. Said I've been running out of luck, yeah.
Not mad at it. Now I need to trim off this little section here. Let's see where this, it's like right there's where it makes contact. So I need to trim off, it's like right around this area. So we'll make some marks. We'll do some chopping. It's just this little section right here. Let's make some marks. Let's see. I'll go from this little point here. Drawing a straight line is not my strongest ability. So let's do this. We'll go from this little straight line up here and here. And just chop that guy right there. Once we get her chopped, then we will make a mark on the other one, chop it as well.
I've been running out of luck, yeah. Kinda tired trying at the same shit. Kinda tired trying to
That's our little cutoff. This guy should be done. Alright, so this guy should be done. Got a bracket plate on there, got a little chop off there. Probably throw a little spray paint on there just to keep the rust down. I'm going to need to bang this out. That's where my sway bar decided to go up a little far. I bought these metal cloak sway bar quicker disconnects. And they said they were for a lift. Apparently they were not for a 3.5 inch lift, because I had to cut about 2.5 inches off of them so that the sway bar would travel straight, because it used to be about 3 inches higher, or right here. It used to come up about there. So I had to cut and rethread, which wasn't too bad. And now it's straighter, works a whole lot better, I think. I don't know. I really can't tell the difference, except for it's not bouncing up and crushing my inner fenders when I go over obstacles without disconnecting the sway bar, which is rare, but still. So I may just trim that out a little bit. Yeah, and I'll probably just pound it straight, pound it back to where it's supposed to go, call it good. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Paint everywhere but where I needed it. So there's also a pretty cool thing about this that I realized just now. Take your time when you're doing these things, you're going to be redoing them. This is a protective film that's on this plastic that, had I removed it prior to painting, scuffed it up a little bit, painted it, probably would have lasted a little longer. What can you do? If I had done that, I wouldn't have this cool opportunity to come talk to you folks about it, would I? So, there. Alright. Hopefully we've got another nylock. So if you haven't guessed, we're sort of starting out, trying to get cool videos put out so that we can get subscribers. And we watched a bunch of our cooler guys that do this stuff. Folks like Matt from Matt's Off-Road, all their whole crew. Paul from Fab Rats and their whole crew. Robbie Layton, for sure Trailmaker, Rory. We love going out to Moab every year. So, but seeing what those guys are doing, it's really cool. I don't have a recovery business, which that would be awesome. And that might be something I look into here in Oklahoma, because I don't think there is anything. Not that I've looked into it. There may be a bunch, but I can't find any specifically in my area or in Oklahoma as a whole. I know I'm probably doing this the most difficult way possible. That's kind of how I do things. And don't worry, I will be chopping and editing this to take out the most boring parts. Because I want you guys to be entertained. I want you guys to see this and go, oh, this is pretty cool. I like this guy. I'm going to watch all of the videos he's got. I'm going to subscribe. And then, when he's super famous, I could say, I was one of the first. I think we're up to 59 subscribers right now. So, it would be cool to get to 1,000. That's the goal at this point. Oh, and Peck Brothers. Don't forget Peck Brothers. Those guys are awesome. Peck Brothers, we watch them all the time. They got their new podcast starting. So the Peck Brothers Show. You gotta watch those guys. They're pretty cool. Dig a lot of what they do. It's a lot of fun. Those guys have worked their butts off and they are living the dream. So it takes. You don't just get it for doing nothing, I think. No, most of us don't. I'm not pretty enough to make money just off of what I look like. Unfortunately, you know, what can you do though? So now we take and do the fun stuff. Take this guy here. This doesn't have to be super accurate because it's just inner fenders that are going underneath the vehicle. But I do want to get them at least similarly close. Okay. Alright. Handled. Basta! I need to get a magnet to draw this metal on my arm. So the problem I'm having now is this is going to do a lot of that. Okay, so what we've done is taken the inner fenders off, trimmed them up, secured them a little better, painted or took the painted plastic off the backing, put some red acrylic, so it's going to look better, it's going to function better, it's not going to rattle. So we've secured them out. Here's what they look like. So these are the Hooke Rd inner fenders. I'm not a particular fan of how they had them up here that had the stuff underneath your grill, popped your grill out. I just wasn't a fan. So that's what we have, and I'm going to button it up and I'll show you what I got. Oh, I also put some truck bed liner spray paint on these little cross member bars. They tend to get sandblasted, so you'll have gray spots where the grill opens up. So I just put some paint on those, just for a little better appearance. So there we go. Alright, so there's that. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully no more new rattles. Hope I didn't create more than I took care of. If you have any comments, concerns, throw them in the comments. Let's have a chat. Thanks for watching.